The Miami Heat and the Chicago Bulls season for the third straight year. So the Bulls are officially eliminated from the playoffs. Well, they never made it to the playoffs, actually. Let me correct myself. They are eliminated from the play-in. So let's talk about it, people, because we have to. So what is going on, y'all? Fox Sports All back at it with another video talking some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls and talking about their season ending at the hands of the Miami Heat in the play-in game, which was not particularly close. It was just a mismatch from the beginning as far as the Heat just getting up on the Bulls. Tyler Hero was a man that was not going to be stopped today. All right, let me just start with kind of my overall thoughts before I talk about the game itself, right? And I'll just say this, all right? I actually did predict the Bulls to win this game, and then I went back on my Twitter, and I was like, wait a second. Like, I was tweeting my thoughts about it, and I'm like, Josh Giddey has a muscle tear that he's playing with in a shooting hand. Kobe White's got a terrible matchup. He's going to have to be, guarded by Davion Mitchell. Nikola Vucevic has to deal with Bam Adebayo. Like, I know they swept the season series, but, like, that doesn't matter much when we talk about a playoff-type atmosphere, right? Remember all those Derrick Rose-led Bulls that would win against the Heat in the regular season, and then come playoff time, we would lose to them every time? Like, it's the same situation here in terms of it doesn't matter as much in the regular season what you did. It matters in the playoffs and the play-in. And so it was just a bad mismatch, man. Like, never really had a shot to begin with. Miami's just a bad matchup. Eric Spoelstra's a savvy head coach. Like, he's got, obviously, championship experience. And Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo are really good players and all-star level players. And Andrew Wiggins is solid. Like, the Heat have a good team. They're not a typical 10 seed, if you will. And so the Heat winning doesn't surprise me here. All right? But in a weird way, I'm happy the Bulls lost now instead of, maybe beating the Atlanta Hawks if they beat the Miami Heat, and then, hey, some miracle happens and you take Cleveland to 6 games or something like that. Then, you know what would have happened? This front office, this inept, incompetent front office would have had their egos and heads filled with, oh, look at what the Bulls did. We took the Cavs to 6 games. We won 2 playing games. Like, we have the team. Like, they would have had that ego that would have came out of that. And so I want them to realize that the job that they have done with these past couple of seasons has been complete garbage. I'm sorry, folks. Like, I have been hammering home this point, and I'm going to continue to do so. Yes, it was really nice to see Kobe White go on a ridiculous run in the second half of the year. Same with Josh Giddey. Both these guys looked fantastic. But I kept asking the question to myself and to you guys. Can these guys be somebody that you build a team around? Can they be the best player on a championship level team? And the answer still to me is no. They are not the best player on a championship level team. They can be the third, fourth best players. I don't even think they can be the second best. Like, they're just not that tier of player. Solid players, potential all-star players, but not that caliber. And so you don't go ahead and start thinking, oh, we got to build around these guys just because of that reason. I mean, look, Josh Giddey has really changed, my perspective on him, but I still remember him being unplayable in the playoffs last year. Now, he had the best performance today as far as the numbers, so I'm not going to go ahead and clown on Giddey much at all. But I'm just going back to focusing on this garbage front office and this garbage ownership. Why are we letting these guys off the hook? Arturas Karnisovas is the worst general manager in the NBA outside of Nico Harrison. If Nico Harrison hadn't made the dumbest trade in NBA history, it would be AK as the worst GM in basketball. And Mark, he's not even the GM, he's the executive VP. Mark Eversley is the GM. He's the worst. And then the Bulls have the worst ownership. Like, it's just bad. I mean, it all started when they took Patrick Williams with the 4th overall pick. I mean, the dude is the biggest bust in Bulls history, certainly as far as top 5 picks. Worse than Eddie Curry, worse than Marcus Fizer, worse than Tyrese Thomas, worse than all of them. He is terrible. And the Bulls gave him, like, $90 million. Like, I can't even say Patrick Williams is stealing $90 million because the Bulls should have never even given him that money. All right? I don't know how, Williams weaseled his way into it or the Bulls gave him that contract. Like, it is ridiculous. Patrick Williams is garbage. Dalen Terry is garbage. All right? Like, I get it. Some of our guys were hurt. Io DeSumo, Trey Jones, what have you. But, like, some of these prospects, these young guys that this regime drafted, completely garbage. And so I don't want to let this regime off the hook because they are inept. They are terrible. They are awful at their jobs. And I want to call them out for it. And so, again, I ask, what is the plan here? What are you doing? Are you rebuilding again? You never tried to rebuild in the first place, but are you building around Kobe White and Josh Giddey and keeping Nikola Vucevic and Herder and all these veterans? Like, again, I just want to know what the plan is. And not only do I want to know what the plan is, I want to know that the plan is a good plan. All right? Getting to the play-in every single season is not the goal. I am tired of it. I am tired of it. I would rather be the worst team in basketball than this garbage every single season. Because at least I know I have a chance. I have a chance at the next Wemby, at the next Cade, at the next Paolo, at the next LeBron. Like, I have a chance. I don't have a chance when I'm in the play-in every single season. 39-43 every single season. It's the same thing over and over again. And ownership doesn't care. Front office doesn't care. Because why? We got our butts in the seats. Number one in attendance. Money's flowing in. And their pockets are getting fat. Let's end it, man. Let's hit them where it hurts. Stop going to these games and supporting this garbage-ass executive front office and ownership. My goodness, bro. I am so fed up of this damn team being where they are. Like, I am a humongous Bulls fan. That is why it hurts so much. We should be a team on the rise. I mean, my goodness, it's been multiple years now since the regime came in. It doesn't take 10 years to rebuild a basketball team. We should be on the trajectory of a Detroit Pistons. And look at the Oklahoma City Thunder, how quickly they rebuilt. Like, why can't we do that? Like, my goodness, this is so frustrating to support this garbage front office and garbage ownership. I hate them. I hate them so much for what they have done to my favorite basketball team. So, I don't have any hope for things changing. I can probably already tell you right now, end of season press conference, AK is going to be like, well, we like what we saw at the end of the season. We'll see what happens in free agency. We'll try to improve, But I liked where the season ended, and I like where we were at. So, yeah, we almost made the playoffs. It'll be something along those lines. Completely trash. But, yeah, so I don't mean to, obviously, I'll get off my soapbox now. But seriously, I wanted to rant about this because I truly am frustrated. But, there are some good things about this team as far as, just the Kobe and Giddey developing. Let's see what happens. But, man, oh man, you still need that main guy, and you're missing him. Nothing's going to change until you get that. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.